How goes the family? How goes it? I think this is probably the first time I'm going live like this on a Sunday, but had a little extra time, so I said, definitely trying to stick to going live more twice a week. So hopefully you guys are having a great and exceptional day, all that good stuff. If you're watching, do the great three free things: like, share, and subscribe. That's all I truly ask for. Thanks to everybody that makes the Cash App and the PayPal contributions. It's always greatly appreciated. Could not do this without the support, and nothing but love. And hopefully everybody's having a great day. For the most part, the weather's decent. It's Sunday, so we're getting into the mood and the groove of things for the new week and all that good stuff. Can't believe March is over with. April's here. So if you're in the area where it rains a lot, get ready for those April showers. Hopefully they bring you all May flowers and all that good stuff. All right. So let's get into the meat and potatoes of it all, of why I'm going live today. I'm a big avid fan of Bitcoin, of cryptocurrencies all around. Whether you buy Bitcoin, Ethereum, whether you like the Shiba Inus, whether you like the, all the other coins that are out there, whatever you play in, that's your business. From the Cardanos to the list goes on and on. All right, I like to really just stick to buying Ethereum and Bitcoin myself. I got a little bit invested in Cardano, and I got a little bit invested in Shiba Inu and various others, but mostly all my investments when it comes to Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies goes to Bitcoin and Ethereum. All right, so I just leave it at that. I'm not an expert in it. I just do it my way, and I learn something new every different day, and just go from there. Right now, talking about celebrities in African American community, from Snoop Dogg to Jay-Z to Method Man, they are making big major moves in the non-fungible token space, known as the NFT space. And I just wanted to highlight it. The article that I was reading this morning was talking about, it's been previously reported from Doja Cat to Method Man is taking advantage of the value that NFTs give their portfolios. And while experts are divided as to whether the long-term value of NFTs will actually still be in existence is another thing, because a lot of people have had issues, have dealt with certain scam artists when it comes to NFTs. So that's why you have to be careful, and that's why you have to do your own diligence and research, not just listen to people on the internet and whatnot. But the long term value, I look at the NFT play. For me, is just like, hey, if I purchase, I've owned two, I've sold them. It's like I don't look at it as a long term thing. For me, owning stocks and bonds and various amounts of cryptocurrencies, that's a long term thing. Real estate, for me, that's a long term thing. I'm not acting like I'm an economic expert in these things, but I'm saying for me personally, that's why I always tell people when I have these conversations, I'll give you my opinion, but I expect you to be the adult and do your own research when it comes to these things. It's like, okay, this is my play. What's your play? Don't just go off of what somebody says. I don't care if it's from any expert out there, from Grant Cardone to whomever. Do your research, and they're going to tell you the same thing. So that's just what it is. But you have other celebrities out here that are making a lot of great plays from economic standpoint, when it comes to non-fungible tokens. And you have Serena Williams, who definitely comes to mind. She's reportedly considered one of the top celebrity NFT investors out there. Her portfolio has been supersized, and thanks to the ownership of CryptoPunks hashtag 2950. It's actually a gift from Alex Ohanian, who is actually the Reddit founder and Serena's husband. So that's another thing to take into consideration. And then before I even go forward, that's another beautiful thing about, is what Dr. Boyce Watkins calls it. I haven't said this in a while. I haven't even heard him say this in a while, but it's called financial love making. It's a beautiful thing to find your love mate and have a raise a family and do all that great stuff. And it's the cherry on top. I look at it like a cake. The cherry on top is to be with somebody who helps elevate you all at the same time, whether it's the man, female, whatever. Elevation needs to happen on both sides and whatnot. And the fact that when Serena Williams, she married up to a CEO or to a founder of Reddit and whatnot, that says a lot right there. And then, obviously she's able to make more of a play economically off of the tennis court, because she's living and she's living and has a courtship with somebody who's of a financial mindset. So got to give love and praise to that. I just leave it at that. You're supposed to elevate. You're supposed to elevate up, not backwards in life. Man, woman, female, child. That's just what it is. That's why it's like life is literally like grade school. You're supposed to go to the next grade eventually in life. That's why people that get in certain career fields, it's like you're still supposed to elevate up. You're supposed to level up. You're not supposed to be stagnated. That's old school nonsense. All right. I think I'm gonna do a rant about work, my perspective on work life and retirement and all that good stuff. I think I'll do that later on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, it's very simple. Larry's Anything Goes LLC. That's my name on all my platforms, from Twitter to Facebook to Instagram to YouTube. Those are the platforms that I'm on when it comes to social media, and even on TikTok, I upload videos. So Larry's Anything Goes LLC. Check me out. You can see my little goofy side when it comes to economics. But anyways, the total value of Mrs. Serena Williams NFT portfolio is reportedly worth more than $528,000. So kudos to her. Keep up the great work, young lady. All right. Now, on to another big name celebrity, Mr. Jay-Z, Mr. Sean Carter. Definitely doesn't need any explanation. If you don't know who this guy is, I don't know where you've been the last 30 years. But his NFT reported to have 700,000 invested in the NFT space. Obviously, given the fact that Jay-Z is at the billionaire status now, and he's only supplanted by his astounding NFT portfolio, the article states. So it's like you gotta give love and respect to where to do. You know what I mean? And one of his own NFTs centered around his celebration of his album Reasonable Doubt was auctioned off by Sotheby's and fetched for $139,000. So, and the best thing about the NFT world is that I love, because one thing, it's like I have to give praise to the Drink Champs, Noriega, DJ EFN. They celebrate people within the hip hop community and whatnot, R&B community, athletes, people that just because they're getting older doesn't mean that we're just supposed to throw them away and whatnot. Because in every other music genre, they don't do that. There's a reason why the Rolling Stones is still rocking now, Aerosmith. The list goes on and on. These bands have continuously been playing for generations. It's because they don't get thrown away and looked at as, oh, you're old, you're wasted and whatnot. I'm glad that now in hip hop, people are actually being praised, regardless of what their age is, because at any age you can bring value. I don't care what anybody says. And the beautiful thing about the NFT world is it's allowing a lot of artists to eat more now and to still remain relevant and still be able to do other things and whatnot. So that's another reason why I love the NFT world, because it allows a lot of people to come up from various backgrounds, from various areas, from various parts of the world. So it's a beautiful thing. All right, now going to Mr. Snoop Dogg, who I've always had a lot of love and respect for, and I'm glad to see that he's just becoming him and his family, great business moguls, and they're making money moves all at the same time. And him acquiring Death Row Records, I would imagine more and more Death Row music and art is going to be come NFTs, not all at the same time. So it's going to be very, very interesting. But anyways, now to the Mr. Snoop Dogg. The article states that the Casa Verde Capo and newly minted Death Row Records CEO reported Lee has an NFT portfolio worth more than $20 million. So Snoop Dogg has more NFTs than Jay-Z and Serena Williams combined together. $20 million. Snoop Dogg also creates his own NFTs for purchase called appropriately the Doggies. And they've reportedly been traded more than 8,000 times. So that just says a lot right there. I got to give love and respect to that. And, Snoop Dogg, keep doing the great work that you're doing. I'm looking forward to you opening up your new store, because I will be the main person I'd be looking forward to purchasing. Because me, I'm all about purchasing and helping out small family businesses, especially African-American businesses. And, I think it's a beautiful thing. And like I said, just keep up the great work out there, man, because you inspire us all. And the fact that you have topped everybody else, that says a lot all at the same time too. So I'm just like, dang, this is crazy. All right. Anyways, before I go forward, let me make sure I got everything squared away. I know me, I'll forget something in a New York minute, because it's not going to be on here that long. Just wanted to be able to get everything squared away. But if you're watching, definitely do the great 3 free things: like, share, and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. But yeah, $20 million Snoop Dogg has in freaking NFTs, man. That's insane. And I just imagine it's going to obviously explode. And then the beautiful thing is, given the fact that Snoop Dogg has acquired Death Row and all the royalties that come with Death Row. The beautiful thing about it, in my personal opinion, is that he's going to be able to help artists who might have been struggling, who are struggling to this day, that are part of Death Row Records. He's going to be able to help them out in regards to them actually getting access to the music. He's going to be able to help them out in regards to them even creating their own NFTs and whatnot. I could go from the list from the Dog Pound to Lady of Rage, even any music that Dr. Dre had back with Death Row and whatnot. Like I said, the list goes on and on. When I think about it, so it's just like. Um, I'm trying to think of Above the Law. I think they were on Death Row Records, and the other artist that was on Death Row Record, Crooked Eye. it's like the list goes on and on. Even maybe even members of Tupac Shakur's family and whatnot. So, and in this NFT space, it allows people from various generations and whatnot and various genres to be able to just make specific moves and to be able to still remain relevant in today's world. So I think it's a beautiful freaking thing. I couldn't put it any other way. All right. Now, last but not least, before I call it a day, because it's not night, I'm usually used to going live at night. Um, there was an article that came out last month in February. It feels like it was a couple of months ago, but it's February because with spring, it's just like the weather flip flops more than a politician. But anyways, so you have Bitcoin families moving to Portugal for its 0% tax on cryptocurrencies. Now, this is interesting. And I know recently the president has talked about having or may even implemented an executive order of the U.S. creating its own digital dollar so they can regulate cryptocurrencies. However you feel about that, that's what's probably going to happen. But so it's interesting how I remember going live talking about how Puerto Rico, because it's not a state, it's a territory, but it is part of the United States of America, is become a great tax haven for um, for cryptocurrency investors and whatnot. Now, the country of Portugal is talking about having 0% tax on people who have cryptocurrencies and whatnot. I think that's very interesting. I think that's going to be a lot more countries are going to do that. From you seeing El Salvador making cryptocurrency, turning it into its actual legal tender and all that good stuff, and then actually seeing countries saying, "Well, hey, if you move here, you won't tax your cryptocurrency whatsoever." So I see this happening more so in the future because that's what countries do, that's what states do, that's what cities do. They compete for people to get more tax revenue into their. That's what I said. A lot of times countries and towns and other governments, and there's nothing wrong with this, they operate as a business because they need, that's what governments and corporations have in common. They need revenue in order to stay alive. So to attract somebody to move to your state, just like the state of Oklahoma and the state of Tennessee and the state of Maine, they've to, they have incentives for people who have remote jobs to move to move to their state and whatnot, and they give them a certain amount of money. Or it's a great example in the state of Tennessee, community college is free. So in certain states, even like the state of Maine, they'll pay off your student loan debt. Alaska, you get an oil stipend every month. I believe it's $1,000. It might be more. So is there anything wrong with that? Absolutely not. Like if you move to Texas or Florida, there's no income state tax. So every place is competing for people to move there. There's nothing wrong with that. Especially to me, if you're a state that's cold and whatnot and overly priced, you got to give people. That's the thing. Like California will always beat New York, whether you hate New York and California, doesn't matter. If people had no choice, most people would live in California because the weather's 10 times better than New York. That's what New York beats, because when it comes to taxes and being expensive, they both are the most overpriced in the whole country when it comes to that. So most people can understand that, and most people can realize that. But the fact that they're calling because in the article they call it Bitcoin families, because you have so many families that are partaking, and I like that. I like the fact that you have families that are economically getting involved, parents that are getting their kids involved in these things and talking to them about this stuff, so that when they get older, this stuff becomes an option and not a must, and then they don't have to play catch up like the rest of us have had to do because we weren't taught these things about economics and whatnot growing up. But yeah, it's like it's very interesting. And because the article basically is talking about a Dutch family of five who have traveled the world for the last 5 years, but after they spent time in 40 countries, Portugal, which is the last places in Europe with zero tax on Bitcoin, was just too enticing for the destination for this family to ignore. They said, and I quote, "You don't pay any capital gains tax or anything else in Portugal on cryptocurrency." As long as you don't earn cryptocurrency for providing services in Portugal, you're in the clear. So those are the specifics. Like I said, if you're one that's interested, do your due diligence, do your homework. Don't just listen to me and say, "Oh, Larry said X, Y, Z, so everything's going to work out." That's not how life works. If that was the case, I would have been a billionaire by. All right, but I think it's a beautiful thing because more and more places are going to do this. I just see that. Heck, even in the United States, you might have more and more states that are going to tax people's Bitcoin, or counties that tax people's Bitcoin so that they can utilize it for other things. Because you even have more places throughout the world that are accepting Bitcoin. Well, heck, everybody's accepting Bitcoin now because you got Visa cards. So Bitcoin can be spent anywhere. You see Bitcoin ATM machines popping up all over the place. So it's interesting times that we're living in, and we're just gonna. The thing is, at the end of the day, the reason why I'm really talking about this is because I don't want people to get left out in the dust. So many people are not investing in cryptocurrencies. So many people aren't even looking into NFTs, non-fungible tokens, and so many people aren't even looking into the metaverse outside of being entertained with video games and whatnot. So it's easy to get entertained. It's easy to talk about stuff that makes you sound smart but doesn't change your income potential whatsoever. The hardest part is actually just implementing things that seem boring or whatnot, but are actually economically beneficial. Like going to college, for the most part, isn't the most fun thing, but you get through those semesters so that you can become a professional in a certain field. Same thing with trade school. Not the most exciting thing, but you get through it so you can be a master tradesperson with whatever career field that you're in. All right. But on that note, family, it's time for me to get up out of here. I just wanted to go live and talk about that. I still can't believe that Jay-Z has about, what is it? Almost $500,000 between Jay-Z and Serena Williams. They have up to $500,000 worth of NFTs. Snoop Dogg has $20 million worth of NFTs. So they're making money moves and they're doing this. So especially with Snoop Dogg, I see his plans. He's working, not even just working hard, but he's doing the things that he loves to do because he's very passionate about it. And like I said, kudos to him, kudos to his kids, his wife. They're all making business moves and whatnot. And that's the main reason why in 2022, we can still talk about a Snoop Dogg. So nothing but love and respect to that, all right? So anyways, if you're a crypto investor, if you're a stock market investor, check out the link, sign up with WEBULL, sign up with Stash, sign up with Acorn, sign up with Coinbase. You have the opportunity to get up, especially with WEBULL, you have the opportunity to get up to $9,000 worth of free stocks once you put a penny within the account. And then obviously with Stash and Acorn, you have the opportunity to get up to $20 or $30 worth of stock and whatnot, or just $20 to $30. All referral links, things of that nature, and you have the opportunity to have an individual retirement account. You have more money to get access to when you retire and all that good stuff. All right. So on that note, family, do the great D3 things, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. And remember, make money move. Ain't gonna live like a fool. And I'm out. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hopefully, you're having a great day. If you've been watching Larry's Anything Goes programming, you know that we are not only providing great financial intelligence content as much as possible by interviewing other financial professionals, professionals in the travel industry, real estate industry, etc., and so forth, but we provide various services when it comes to specific products that we sell, from anything that you would actually find on Amazon or actually at Walmart, etc., and so forth. And we are actually providing specific products due to today's current crisis and whatnot to ensure that we provide the right services and products that you need at a reasonable price when it comes to medical face masks, when it comes to hand sanitizer, and when it comes to latex gloves and things of that nature, and etc., and so forth, toilet paper, paper towels. But we have what you need. Also, family, don't forget that Larry's Anything Goes is a part of an affiliate marketing network known as Gold Standard Partners, where you have the opportunity to buy cryptocurrency and allow others to invest with you as becoming an affiliate marketing partner. And obviously, if they purchase a package with the program, you're able to make money off their package purchases and make money off of their crypto purchases and things of that nature. If you want to join, please follow the links in the description, and I'll give you a call as soon as you sign up and purchase a package, and we'll go from there. But definitely, it's all about the best way to make money moves is to have currency with one another and to ensure that currency is always being spoken of on all levels, so it benefits everyone and not just one specific person. That's a lot of things that people forget about. So think about joining the program, and we'll be able to go from there. But if not, either way, it's always appreciated. And thank you for watching. And hopefully you guys have a great day and continuously make money moves so you don't live broke like a fool. Take care. As you can see, with our various products, we have our financial apparel, as you see, wearing There's Anything Goes t-shirt, financial intelligence is sexy, face masks, latex gloves, things of that nature, to obviously ensure the safety of you and your family all at the same time. We want to ensure that you get the best products and see the actual products that we're actually providing for you, and giving you another view of not only the shirts and the medical masks, but actually another view of actual latex gloves and the actual hand sanitizer. Because one thing we've learned throughout this unfortunate crisis is that we have to take more precautionary measures to ensure not only the safety for ourselves, but for our families. And having a great pair of hand sanitizers, latex gloves, and medical face masks will ensure that safety. And with all that being said, hopefully you guys will check out our online store. We have the various products that you see here. With a couple of clicks, especially if you're paying via PayPal, it makes life that much easier for you to purchase our various products, especially during this unfortunate situation. You see the apparel from Larry's Anything Goes. We have the medical products when it comes to hand sanitizer, latex gloves, medical face masks, and things of that nature, and various other products. So please check out Larry's Anything Goes. Support small local businesses. We greatly appreciate it, and hopefully that you have a good day.